Happy day and welcome to Leveraging Leads. This is a safe space of support and enhancement to get leads, which are collaborators, referral partners, clients, customers, and even friends. So check out the pinned link on Clubhouse, the ticking link in all locations that we're streaming into. That is a link for you to provide your powerful introduction. You will then get a database of all the leads of the people who have completed this form, as well as strategies to be more visible. Yes, get ready to take action in this meeting by creating your powerful introduction. Yes. And we would love to hear you be able to write that out and let us and share that with us. Yes, this is the time for you to get up, and get going. Go ahead and declare who you are. We're only here for 30 minutes, okay? And we have a jam-packed agenda. First, we're going to talk about what we're grateful for. Yes, what are you grateful for? That is the highest form of consciousness, gratitude. Then we're going to do the ingredients of a powerful introduction. Yes, we're going to go over that list of things that you can state so that you can craft your powerful introduction, okay? Next is the leveraging leads lesson. Yes, the leveraging leads lesson. We're going to get a little lesson on how best to leverage your leads, how best to nurture the relationships that you obtain from sharing your powerful introduction. Yes, excited about that. And then we're going to allow people who have really done their work during this time to share their powerful introductions. Okay, so are y'all ready to get started? Yes. Hello and right on time. Happy day, Keisha. It's time for our gratitude. Please let us know what you're grateful for.
Safe travels.
Yes. All right, safe travels. Happy that you were able to travel wherever you're going, and it was safe. Yes. Okay. I am grateful for feeling overjoyed about all the possible opportunities and to be able to explore and to obtain everything that I want for my life. Yes. All right. So excited. Now, let's go into the ingredients of a powerful introduction. And it all begins with, who are you? Yes, who are you? That is the biggest and most important question that you can ask yourself every single day. Who are you now? I have a course that I have in it's it's several courses, but one thing that I have people do is journal. Like after we do a lesson, I always ask them, so who are you now? So when they first came in, I tell them, this is the course that you're doing in order for you to become this thing and be certified to be this thing. And then I say, okay, I give them a lesson, and then I ask them to journal about, from that understanding that they just gotten, who are you now? And so it's important to know, as we move about each and every day, we're getting lessons, we're getting data, we're getting information, we're hitting up against other people. We are feeling certain ways about interacting with people, circumstances, situations. And then it helps you to figure out more of who you are. Because if you don't like something, then now you know, oh, okay, I don't want that to occur anymore. What am I going to do? Or this particular situation occurred. How am I going to be now? Who am I? So that it's so great to be able, hello, Gerald, for you to truly be able to pay attention to what's happening in your life, being intentional with yourself, and then you deciding, who am I? Who am I now? And that is the first ingredient of a powerful introduction is, who are you? Yes, answer that question. Next, what do you do? Yes, what do you do? That is your credentials or your titles that you have. And those would be the ones that are relevant to share with that particular person based on your intentional goals for that conversation. Something that I want to tell people is, a lot of times people when they are sharing things about themselves or introducing themselves, they take people they take people hostage. Yeah, because if you're going on and rambling because you're not even sure who you are, you're taking people hostage. So it's important for you to do that work before you decide to be providing some kind of introduction to your of yourself. Okay. So then you say, who do you want to serve? Who do you serve? That's going to be your target market. Who are you serving? Who, like, what is the purpose that and to whom you are serving? All right. Then why do you serve them? You should be clear on that regarding those people that you serve. Like, what is the problems that they're having? So then guess what? You can say, how do you serve them, which is the solution. Whatever the service or product you have, the solution that you're providing. Then what makes you uniquely purposed to serve them is the next thing to address. And that is usually your story of pain that turned into your passion. It's your story of understanding that pain that they have, who's your target, and that you used to be a certain way, and you have done some things, and you have created a pathway that you want to share to other. You want other people to share. You want to share with them, and you want to get them to the solution. All right. Then, how do you want to meet them? So it's being very intentional to let people know, um, who do you want to meet specifically, and then how can they work with you? Okay, how can they work with you? Give them a destination, and then there's an energy to this thing. Okay, you have to have an energy to this thing. The energy of it is, you have to be giddy. All right, giddy. That means you are excited and lighthearted, giddy. You're also intentional. That's the I. D, daily declaration, DD, and giddy. And then there's you bringing you to the circumstances, authentically you. After you've spent time really understanding who you are, you can bring yourself to all circumstances, and you would then attract the right people to work with you. All right, so now we're going to have some examples of a powerful introduction. Keisha, please provide your powerful introduction.
I am the Keisha Johnson. I am a loyal, grateful, silly connoisseur of light, love, and laughter. I am very feisty and opinionated, but I do that out of love because I definitely believe that we have the power to be the best versions that we can be, and we do that by traveling. Let's see how the other people live. Let's see how they eat, what they drink, how do they unwind. So we do that. I curate masterpiece vacations. So you tell me where you would like to go. I curate and cultivate the most fabulous trip to a masterpiece vacations, and you can visit me at www.masterpiecevacations.com, and we can get you started on your next dream. Then we do the work so you can do all the play.
Yes. Awesome, Keisha. A powerful introduction. All right, and I am Erica Kessie, the son of the Thrivers, powered by love, wisdom, and celebration. I am the universal mother, a multifaceted leader and creator. I listen, teach, lift, and bring clarity for activation and execution. As a therapist and CEO of Your Goal Concierge, we have a plethora of options that benefit leaders. It all begins with commanding your thriving. And for the holidays, we're doing a special thing where we want to make sure that individuals who may be feeling loneliness and grieving to have a space. So we are doing holding space for the holidays. Yes, holding space for the holidays. Do you know someone who maybe are feeling loneliness? Maybe they have had some death in their family, or maybe even they lost a version of themselves over the course of this year that they're grieving. Do you know someone? I bet you do. Please let them know about holding space for the holidays. This is a grief group that we have available now for people. It actually begins on this Tuesday. Yes. So go ahead and let them know to go to bit.ly, bit, period, YGC Thrive. YGC Thrive. If they go there, it'll take them right into doing an intake with me, and we can get them set up to join the group on Tuesday. Yes, don't be alone during the holidays. And also let your friends know that they don't have to have those circumstances. They can have someone hold space for them. All right, now we're going to go into the leveraging leads lesson. Yes, leveraging leads lesson. I actually don't have one specifically on the top of my head right at this moment. I'm sitting and let me think just for a moment. What is the message that we need to share today? Hmm. You know, I want to keep talking about this because uh you know the holiday is almost here. Okay, it's almost here, and been talking to people, and they're out here overextending themselves. So let's talk about that. Overextending yourself. Now, this is what you've been doing all year, but it shows up even more during the holidays. Overextending yourself by going and getting all these gifts when you don't even have, when you could be saving that money, or you could be taking care of something that's for yourself. Overextending yourself by I'm gonna decide I'm gonna bake all these cupcakes when you know you're gonna be up until 1 o'clock in the morning, and it's gonna knock off your sleep cycle. Overextending yourself, you trying to run around and do all these things, all of these events and holiday things with people, and you don't feel like it, but you want to make sure that you don't let anybody down. Overextending yourself by doing all of these things that you really don't want to do. Like when you sit and ask yourself, do I want to do this? A part of you says, no, I don't. But then you go out of obligation. You go and you endure. I say endure no more. Okay. This is not, I mean, it's supposed to be a holly jolly holiday time, right? But it seems like it ain't that jolly and it ain't that holly. You know what I'm saying? everybody's just overextending themselves in so many ways. For what? For you to be looking around in January like, okay, now I'm going to have to recoup all this time, energy, money that I overextended myself during this time. So that is the leveraging leads lesson. As you are, yes, as you are going about your life during this time, it's important for you to hold true to yourself, hold true to putting yourself first, hold true to not overextending yourself. Because if you think about it, if you're doing that in your life, That's going to be a regular pattern that continues to show up in your life. You're going to have clients, you're going to have people around you who are going to pressure you to over deliver. So, usually, the reason why this is happening in your life is because you've allowed it to be. You can take control today and say, let me ask myself, do I want to do this? And if the answer is no, don't do it. I know it sounds easy enough, it sounds logical enough, but guess what? There are a whole lot of people out here doing everything they don't want to be doing. Okay? There's a whole lot of people overextending themselves because they think that's the only value they have because they've always overextended themselves. Well, it's time today. It's time now to not be that person and to hold true to yourself. Don't wait till the beginning of the year and have this resolution. How about you decide that today? You can decide it today. Okay? So that is mine. That is my leveraging leads lesson. Keisha, I would love to hear your thoughts on that. But before you do, I want to acknowledge Unana. Thank you so much for coming in and saying what you're grateful for. She says, I am grateful for my mother. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so happy that you have a mother and you're grateful to her. All right, Keisha, what are your thoughts after that leveraging leads lesson?
I think it's perfect. Especially in the financial realm of things, that is the biggest thing that I have learned and that I'm preaching to my children. So we don't have traditional holidays per se. We have actually each person has one major holiday, right? And that's your birthday. So after that has come and went, the rest of the time is what you're doing with your family if you choose to, and if you don't, I think it's perfectly okay. So someone told me recently that I was traumatized. I must have been traumatized as a kid because I don't do the putting up the tree and decorating and all these things for Christmas. And I was like, not really. I mean, I was very independent, so it was kind of one of those things of let me just. I learned
Honey,
very
that was
early
already a problem with somebody trying to tell you traumatized. How about they figure out if how traumatized they are?
Well, that was the thing. It was like because they love Christmas, and it's like the way most people love Christmas is the way that I love my birthday. But then I also found out a lot of people never got celebrated on their birthday, so it looks different to them. Christmas was never a time of overly exaggerated. It was literally time with family. My grandmother baked. I loved, walking into the house smelling the baked goods, and in and out all day long. There's family. You get to see family. That's what my Christmas. My grandmama had a ceramic tree that stood about 2-3 feet tall on the table. She didn't put up no big tree because it wasn't about the tree. It wasn't about the presents on the tree. She loved whatever we gave her, but for the most part, it was about the time that we spent together. Now I have an opportunity to help families do something different, and what practice we have for Kinsley, one of my granddaughters, and unfortunately I cannot do it for all five, but the one that I can do it for, I'm doing it for, and that's limiting her tangible gift to making Christmas more of a service, because there's people that don't get birthday, and she gets her birthday celebrated like I get my birthday celebrated. So at 4 years old, baby, she had a whole party. Like we did the whole dance-a-thon, went to church and went out to dinner. That's celebration. That is her holiday. That's her Christmas. That's everything. So when Christmas comes, she's not expecting trees and presents and stuff. She's just expecting to be around family and spending time with family. And when she gets older, she'll be like, "Child, we good. Let's take a trip. Like we can be gone Christmas and never ever care about being in And around here, I'm not finna do nothing crazy. But my birthday, yeah, I'm gonna have to overextend because that national holiday of Keisha is very important.
All right. I definitely understand. I've had these kind of circumstances as well. I made intentional decisions regarding my life and regarding this thing regard that about the holiday. And I know that a lot of people have different traditions and ways that they do it, and I do it my way. And I've had people try to tell me that I should be doing it their way, but I'm always going to do things my way. So it is what it is. I just want to say that I'm not trying to tell people how to do their holiday. I'm just trying to ask you to look at yourself. That's what I'm always gonna do. Like, I'm always gonna ask, because I remember being young, going through the motions of doing things and thinking, why are we doing this? Like, we don't even like these people. Why are we taking all our money? We the ones on food stamps, but we taking all our money because everybody love my mama macaroni and cheese. Everybody love my mama sweet potatoes. So we had to use our food stamps to get food for these people who barely talk to us any other time and wouldn't give us nothing anything during the year. But we gotta go and we gotta go over there and sit with them and interact with them and them ooh and ah about my mama's food, but talk bad about her any other time. No, I said to myself, I'm not doing this. I said to myself then, I said, I'm a child. I said, nope. And so I didn't. And I'm not. And so what I want to say is, but if it doesn't feel good, it doesn't matter if it's a tradition or your culture. You need to pay attention to that conflict inside of you. Your emotions are telling you something. Pay attention to it. Do what feels the best for you. And yes, you're going to get people who are going to have something to say. But guess what? They're not living your life. And how about you decide to be, you soothe yourself and care for yourself, because you are the only one that has yourself for the rest of your life. Okay, I know people love their families, but wait a minute now. If your family is actually not truly there for you and you don't even know what that is, maybe you should be looking out for something. Maybe you should be a little delusional about how it can be, because I know that ultimately I'm going to have big things like this, but what I feel like I want to do is, I like the whole Sunday dinner situation where we're always getting together and having it. But I don't want any situations where people don't feel comfortable being there. Like, no one should feel like the black sheep in the family. We all black sheep. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things going on for the holidays that I notice and that I talk through with my clients. I know how rough it is for people, and I say to them, okay, is there a reason that you've decided to do this? How are you going to safeguard yourself so that you are not hurt? You are not hurt in these circumstances. People have to plan what they're going to say, or plan how somebody questioning who they are and what they're doing in their life, when that person is the same person that probably molested somebody the week before. Let me stop. I'm not gonna, let me not go into that. I'm just saying, make sure that you pay attention to yourself and you don't overextend yourself, and you truly pay attention to what your body and your emotions are telling you about this time of the year. Do what's best for you, period. Okay? Yeah. So, yes, everybody who's here, hello. Thank y'all so much. Is there anybody here who wants to do their powerful introduction? Take a stab at doing their powerful introduction. We would love to hear from you. You put your gratitude in, and then you can do that. Let me see if there's anybody watching in other locations. Okay. Nope, I do not see that. All right. So Keisha, are there any other thoughts that you have?
Yeah, I mean, no, I totally love this. I love this as a business owner. I love this personally. I used to take November, December off because it's like that was my family time. That was the time that my children could really get to spend some time with me, and it wasn't about the toys. So I love that I'm not abnormal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
I never did it.
for
I never did it, ma'am. I just said to myself, I asked myself when I who, what kind of mother do I want to be, and how do I want to raise my daughter? I asked myself that when I was pregnant with her, and I made decisions about it. I think a lot of us are not making decisions for our life. We're just going through the motions.
absolutely, and that's why this year is so difficult for people.
Yeah, because yeah, you see all this, you see all these images of like this holiday gathering and people, and it's supposed to be such a joyous time when it's really ain't never been that way. And then if you don't want to hang with people during the year, why would you want to hang with them on a day? I don't know. I really, I know that sometimes I have like family members that send me you know, like these little sparkly pictures or whatever, happy holidays or happy Mother's Day. And I'm like, that you don't have to send that to me. I haven't heard from you all year. It's all right. You don't have to do that. And then I actually had somebody say to me, um, it's because they, they want to reach out. I said this, that's because they want to reach out. I'm letting them know that they don't have to do that, and I don't appreciate it. So you can keep it. Send it to folks who don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate rando messages from people. I don't. Anyway, hello, Nicole. Welcome in. Happy day to you. Thank you so much for coming in here. Hey, let us know what you're grateful for. Happy that you've come in through LinkedIn. Yes, yes, yes. Please let us know what you're grateful for. We'd love to hear it. Okay. All right. So we only have 2 more minutes left. You know, and so actually, I'm actually happy to hear also that you feel the same way about holidays and birthdays, Keisha, because I haven't met anybody outside of me who actually operate that way. So it's kind of cool that you and I got connected with each other, and we didn't know that about each other, and we just learned that because I did not know that's how you operate regarding the holidays as well.
Yeah, no, I don't. Like what you saw for Chris' birthday, now you're gonna get that every birthday, and we're gonna shower you and everything else. But Christmas, you may get a Merry Christmas. Just may. I don't, that might not be guaranteed, but
I usually see clients on Christmas. Like I mean, I know you would think
is that if you're spending money, the best thing you can spend money on is your financial future.
Yeah, I mean, it's so funny that you would think people would not want to go to therapy or see a coach.
Oh no, that's the best time to go to therapy. They available.
But I'll have to say, I'm usually open, and I'm usually seeing people on that day. On though any of the holidays, I am seeing people because I feel like that's the days that people want to be seen. Also, my biggest days are Sundays because people may have had circumstances happen to them with going and trying to do religious circumstances, services, and church hurt and circumstances, and so they decided I'd rather just go to therapy. Like I'm doing me. I'm discovering me. I'm loving me. I'm doing what I would do if I was in a healthy place in a service.
Yeah.
So Nicole said, I'm so happy you're here participating. She said, That's a good point. Why one day out of 365 days? Right. Perhaps it's not important throughout the year. No. Thanks if Thanksgiving, which is one reason why we ask about gratitude every single day. Every single day. So Thanksgiving, giving thanks is important. Breaking bread with people that you love is important, and it should be happening as much as possible. Yes.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Come on. She says, grateful to be kicking off my last quarter in my first year in business. Yay! Yes. Wow. Grateful for my husband who is helping financially and emotionally to make this happen. Come on, husband.
Praise God. Praise them.
That's the way it's supposed to be, honey. She got a partner over there making sure her dreams come true. Can we have it, God? I'm allowing that to be for me. Yes, Nicole. Thank you so much for coming through and sharing your gratitude. Oh my goodness, y'all. We are past time. Oh my goodness, we're past time. You all create a thriving rest of your day. Thank you so much for coming in, everybody, and sharing their gratitude. It just feels so good, doesn't it? Yay! So everybody create a thriving rest of your day. Bye-bye.